Good morning, Mr. Wonder. How you doing today, young Mr. Wonder? Should change my name. I mean, just tell me what you want to call you. I can remember. No worries. I'm doing good, thanks, man. What time zone are you in? New York City. Oh, cool, man. So pretty good time. It's probably what is it like? 9:17. I live in California, so 3 hours. What do you trade? You trade the S&P as well? Never live. Gorgeous. I mean, just like I think in most states in the U.S., there's like there are beautiful parts, and then there's some parts that are like don't go again. But yeah, I love it. I have no complaints. I think it's beautiful. I've never been to New York. Well, I've been to New York once, but never like the outskirts or anything else. I went to New York, but it was like near the pandemic or post pandemic. It was empty. So what I saw in New York was not typical, I guess. It was empty. But a big city nonetheless. The thing's massive compared to the things I've seen here in where I live. A lot of rooftop bars. You ever go visit anywhere else in California or in the U.S. or out of the country? Empty New York? Yeah, I know it was crazy. Honestly, I, subways were empty. Everything. It was. It was. I don't think I'll ever see that again. And well, I'm not sure if you guys have seen that, but I don't think I'll ever see New York like that. Half Mexican, half German. Wow, cool, man. Like the mix there. I'm Mexican too. Empty New York. Good ES and Q and gold. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've seen gold's been getting a lot of hype lately. I haven't really looked at it to be honest, but I have noticed a lot more people are interested in gold because of its volatility. Trying to get a hold of it for gold. Yeah, I haven't even looked at it to be honest. I know it's been violent. I'm sure I've seen a lot of, people posting it because it's new highs or what have you, but I'm not sure where it's at. I know it's higher than it was last year and the year prior, but that's all I know. All the gold volatility that there's been with people trying to buy it at the top as well. Gold, like physical gold. Kind of funny. And I think I've seen a lot of news prints saying that, having gold in your portfolio is a must and whatnot, I think some of the bankers said that recently. I don't know. Again, it's getting a lot of hype. What's the setup you trade? You like scalp or are you looking to trade when you trade those three assets? Got like 7 minutes. If we open above 68, 65. Just like it's one of those levels you can close your eyes and buy. Get like a good 20 points. And you started with the scalping, okay, but learned longer holding positions. Got it. All right. Well, I mean, there's definitely a learning curve to each one. All right. Well, let's see if we can break that breakdown level from yesterday. Looks like we back tested it right now. Back tested the 65 area, which is ironically the overnight high. What do you know? And the A14 is the overnight low. Interesting. So the trade I have open right now is I took it pre-market. It's set up pre-market around like 6 a.m. So about 30 minutes before they open. And I took the same trade yesterday at the close. I swung it into overnight, and I pretty much took profit in the same zones on both of them already. So it got long yesterday at the close around 20 at 25s, 825. Scaled at 850. I had a runner. I woke up. I got trailed out. I break even on the rest, and I woke up, and then 30 minutes later, we held back above 25s again. I got long again, and then I scaled at 50 again. So now I'm just down to a runner again. If this breaks down, then you know, it's still a net green trade. We'll see if it holds or not. This is the failed breakdown setup that I have right here in my plan next to my head. You can see on my screen above the two small time frame charts where the profile chart is. I mean, you can see it on the other chart. There's a put wall right there at 820. It was at 810 yesterday, so it got put up, raised up 820s. It's a major put wall. And then the NQ, the daily flip is right there at the 500, right where we were too. Typically, they're not really in tandem like that, so that created probably a bigger squeeze, a pop. We'll see how they redo here. I mean, this is gonna be chopping around until one side gives. They're trying to hold into the value area. Right now we're pivoting between being imbalanced for lower or accepting within value to bring us back into this value area. Maybe around 80s, give or take. That's the major call wall. Somewhere around here. So we're pivoting between trying to remain above to accept into here, or imbalancing and coming back to the overnight low. You're seeing a little chop back and forth here at the openness. There's a huge low volume node right there. Little, what do you call it? People call them large low volume node. What's the name? Valley? Yeah, it's a little valley. So this is kind of the area that we clear above. We're gonna run pretty quickly into 65 again, and then from there, we hold. We come into 80s. My money's on the bulls for now. I'm very long. Ugh, I don't have anything to do now. Just chill, wait, relax. We're already long from, I think, 25, 26, 26.50, yeah. They hold right here. I have a price here. A little volume profile chart. Sorry, a value area low line here for today this week. You can see that price is holding above value area low. Right here. So for now, you really have a reason to be bullish as price is defending above it to accept back into this call wall here. Overnight high is the first level up right here, the target, and then the next one is the call wall after that, 80s. Overnight high is at 65. But below this, rejecting, holding below, then you know you have 30s and then the overnight low, something like that. We shall see. Very choppy. Oh. The Nasdaq's pretty weak this morning. Hmm. Yeah. We're back below Valerie low, which is at 52. The Dow is doing pretty well, and the NQ is not. Where in Mexico are you from? Well, I was born in the US, but my family is from Sinaloa, Mexico. I'm Mexican American. I was born here. I speak Spanish and everything. I was raised pretty much Mexican. What about you, man? Were you born here too? Have you ever been to Germany? Or Mexico, I guess, too. I hear Germany's beautiful. I was out there in Switzerland. One of the people I spoke to there said that Germany was really nice. Go visit. I think they said go to dang, I forgot the name of the place. I'm trying to think of the name they said. But have you been? This 68, 65, it's a big level. Into the rest of the session, what I would ideally like is for this level to be a um, strong resistance that turns into a strong support for the rest of the week. So it breaks out, S80, come down and hold, and then I'll add to my trade to test the 900s again. But for now, I have a trade and I'm gonna hold that, and I will not add to it until that kind of sets up, which coincides with it being the overnight high today too. So I would have to be pretty bullish for me to want to add above the overnight high. If that's possible or feasible. I think that we may be in like a giant new range again. So here's a daily time frame. So I'm kind of cautious when it comes to trading swings here now, because I think that we're going to be in a massive range between here and here for some time, probably until this earnings and whatever else digests. Might be in a giant chopping block for a while with this gap down that we have. I get it so I can see all the levels from before and the ones right now. SPX is above 30s. Nice. I have been everywhere. Nice. Born in Buenos Aires. Oh, nice. In Argentina. Wow. Very good, man. What places of Germany do you like going to? That's really nice. I'm actually going to I'm actually go next week. Munich, that's what it was. It was Munich. That's the place they said to go. Berlin are my favorite. Yep. Anywhere in the Alps, nice. Switzerland, yeah, that's where I went. I was there. It was honestly beautiful. What's your favorite place you've traveled to? Or at least top three, yes. Frankfurt. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I've seen pictures of Germany. Really nice. What these cities called? Where whenever I think of Germany, I always think of the same place. Like these giant castle, very colorful buildings. I forget what it's called. I can look it up. What comes to mind when I think of Germany? I don't know why. And Q's ripping too. We'll be back in 15. All right, man. Thanks. Here goes full rippy, bro. I gave the roadmap that I was interested in. Gave the roadmap here. Watch, let's see. Where's my profile? There it is. Boom. There's pro below 25s. We did that pre-market. Pro below 25s. Right there. 25, 25. Then reclaim part of the plan, which is right here, drawn out 25. Then all we got to do is hold over 55 here, which is on the roadmap right here. This is my roadmap as of yesterday, pretty much. So if we hold over 65, we retested this morning, currently probing above. We can consolidate over to this area into today and tomorrow. We'll retest the 6,900. Holding over. I shared it for free right here. Boom. Pretty much like the plan for the week. It seems like it's going to play out perfectly. Hey, buddy, you ready? Don't forget to put your Chromebook in your backpack, all right? It's gonna go straight to the put wall, 79, 80, like I said earlier. Or have another take profit. Yeah, 79 right there. Right before the put wall. I might just take it now, actually. There's no reason to be greedy for 4 points. And I'll be down to a runner, and I'll call it a session for now. I get the opportunity to add to this trade if I do. Be great. There it is, roadmap. He's up 5% energies. $79, boom, right into the call wall. Dang. What a fucking ripper, bro. 50 points already when I got long. My, oh my. A little bit over 50 points. I'm only 55, but still. What a fucking ripper. We're up like 19, 2500, 2500 already. And I haven't even closed the position yet. I only closed some of it. This one. All right. Well, now we just wait to see if there's an ad. So the other trade, now that that one's taken care of, that trade setup that I just completed there. The other setup is this one. 6865 reclaim. That was the second setup for the day. In case we continue, it says here, this setup would be a trend continuation trade in the event that we do not pull back below 80s or once more tomorrow, because I was already long last night, but rather get a strong push into the 80s 76 zone. Once more as in once again. If we spend most of the time battling highs, dip down, this would be lower quality setup, but decent, as it is near the value area low of the current week session, so this weekly session. This would require some patience for price to show it's willing to stay within the value area and not continue to distribute. So it's kind of what I explained this morning. Price would move over into a... Anyway, yeah, I'll explain this in a bit, but essentially we want to see price reject here, come back down, test this low volume node, and then reclaim 65 so we can get a continuation long again. We're looking for a dip essentially. This is elongated quite a bit here. Ideally a hit here and then dip down to the overnight high. Go maybe a little lower, maybe 53, and then continue trajectory. So we're looking to add to this trade. We are what we dream. I do need to view up on this at least. Hmm. All right. Dude, they hold above the call wall. This is gonna rip further. They can't hold below it. See if it holds or not, but Yeah, there's a call wall. It's on my chart here on Sierra. So here is the call wall. I wouldn't say, just because it's a call wall, I never really say sure, but related, it's not. There is no, well, actually, you know what? It is. There is a value high from not yesterday, but when did we sell off? Was it yesterday? Oh, it is yesterday we sold off. Yeah. If you go look at this volume profile chart, the 68.80 is the value high. It's a little bit higher than that, but it's just about. So it is. It is relatively close, but a call wall doesn't necessarily mean short. For me, as a person who's in a position, it means take profit zone because price has a tendency to fail or pull back off a call wall. So we can consolidate here for some time and then maybe pull back. You know, I would like that because then I would give it see if I can get find a rebid or an entry somewhere around here or to add to my trade, which is what I'm kind of planning for here. But yeah, this is a call wire. There should be some net selling taking place here by market makers. The Nasdaq doesn't have a call wall until here. So something else to consider is that the call wall on the Nasdaq isn't until the 400s, give or take. So the S&P, if this continues to rally, the S&P obviously is going to go higher, but more or less, this is an area for take profit for me, which is I took some off earlier at 75, just below. I'm pretty much wrapped up for the day. Um, the only thing for me to do now is wait for a pullback, see if I'm willing to enter. Which the risk to reward is favorable to enter because the IB high is at 84. So if we pull back into 65 and I get a rebid there, if the entry presents itself around the 65s, then my net upside is another 20 points on the ad because I'll be targeting the IB high. But we'll see. Context matters when we pull back. So if we do pull back, I will be looking out for evidence that I should be getting long there. I don't want to just be buying blindly. But yeah, more or less, like I enter 65. My stop loss would have to be the IB low. So given my cost basis right now is at 26, 68.26, I add a couple lots, not the full position. My cost basis probably will probably go up to where the IB low is anyway. If I add a couple lots to the position around the 65s on a rebid, my cost basis will be near that 68.45. So my stop would essentially be near break even. Let's see. Go ahead and calculate the cost basis. 68.26 plus 68.65 divided by 2. Yeah, see? Here, this is how I did it. So my average cost basis right now, my position is 68.26. And then my rebid would be 68.65 divided by 2. And you get your average fill. My average fill would be IB low. Exactly the IB low, actually. How funny is that? So, yeah, my stop would be essentially at break even on the rest of the position if I enter more on a dip. And the good thing about that fill is that it's here in terms of value, right? For my position, my cost basis would be right here, still within the value area low, or below the value area low, I should say, which means my cost basis is efficient, right? It's cheap, given this is where value is for the week. So my cost basis is cheap here. My cost basis is here, then I'm more prone to getting chopped up on my trade, because price will transverse or trade most of the week within value and trade very few for a very small period of time out of value, which is where the gray is. So I always want to have my cost basis on a week-to-week basis away from value if possible, right? So that way I'm not getting chopped up in a position. I hope that kind of makes sense. I'm always trying to consider where my average fill is in relation to the weekly value, so that I know I'm getting a good price. You know, kind of like a business owner is always trying to ensure they get the best price when they resell, they have a cushion. And in an event they need to have a fire sale, then they know their margin is safe for a discount if they need to sell for any reason at a discount. If you guys want to read the plan, I'll post it here on the chat. I wrote this yesterday, the plan, what I was looking for, and why. I kind of discuss, I always give my market context here. I even gave the roadmap actually for free. Holy shit. I gave the roadmap for free? Wow. Anyway, so I kind of gave my lean and where I was looking for the rest of the week pretty much here on this newsletter. I said that I wanted 80-25s. Overall, we are in repair mode in terms of the bull case, meaning we have a lot of work to do for bulls to gain control. And then if bulls put their foot down, they must first defend 25-35, which they did this morning. With a failed breakdown, probes below and reclaims of 65, the currently value low is the start of January. This is also, I'm giving confluence and reason why those levels are important. Anyway, check it out. Posted yesterday late night. But all this is guesswork, right? I'm not guessing where price is going. I'm making assumptions based on profile analysis and failed breakdowns. The thing I hate watching, unfortunately, it frustrates me seeing a bunch of live streaming people just go in there half cocked and they just kind of go in there gun-slinging trades back and forth, not knowing what the fuck they're trading or why. Another breakout? Jeez. Thing's on a fucking run, bro. This is why we hold runners. Because you never know when its price is going to go parabolic like this. This morning I did say, here I shared it with Discord, not Discord, but Substack. I said if NQ breaks above the 25, 260, 40, it takes off hard into the 420, 400. This was the reclaim on my chart that I had right here. 240, 260 is right here. 240, 260. Where it's going. 400 right here. It's about a tap. So about 200 points almost. I don't really trade the NQ, but sometimes the levels are so clear on the NQ, what it wants to do. And today was one of those days. Oh, let me see what level. Oh, I have a Discord. I'm working on some levels here. See. Uh, There we go. Let's pull this morning. 602. Thirty. 2. All at 250. DraftKings. Yeah, I need some big move. Hmm. Coin is 225. 30. Really right at it. Okay. Where's Bold Bitcoin? Move this around. Coin 230, 225. No problem. Thank you for clarifying. No worries. I'm gonna take him. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. 247, 250. The more the other. This thing's not pulling back, man. It's kind of insane. Good risk management? What do you mean for myself? Or what do you mean exactly? $32. Wow. 32.5, 32. Yeah. Whack as hell. All that, wow. 34 and then 35. All right. I don't have much to do here. Waiting for a dip, man. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna come or not. IB is about to form here, and we're right near the IB high for the session. So if this takes out the IB high in the next few minutes, I am pretty much done for the day. I will have to just give the session the rest of the time to play out. To rest of the session. What I will see into tomorrow, which I'll post on my plans, essentially is going to be the reaction. I have to go. All right, man. I'll read the plan this afternoon. Yeah, no worries, man. See ya. Thanks for tuning in. Into tomorrow, what I see is how we hold this area. 65. All right, man. I'll see you. Thank you. You have a wonderful day as well. I'll be here tomorrow. Um, yeah, we hold here. We hold here into tomorrow on any dips because it doesn't seem like they're gonna pull it back. The call wall is actually being supported, which is a sign of a parabolic leg happening here. Is there another legger? Next call wall is not until the Valor high, which is at the 24s. Crazy. And on the Nasdaq, we're about to tap it, and it's not even slowing down. The next call wall is not until 670. Hmm. He wants to rip more and more and more. What was on me? What the hell? Hey, it was 6,900. Oh my. I mean, come on. I did not expect this. This is ridiculous. What the hell? Continues to rip, bro. Nuts. Nuts, dude. Holy cow. We're still holding this trade. I mean, this thing's up massive now. Hey. You broke the IB already, wow. Nice. Reverse the whole volume.
Are we late? Paul, did you hear?
I know.
Have white girl.
That's what you said.
You have white girl house. Like, in and
Oh, fuck. Ugh. It continues to rip. My oh my. This is a nasty all day trend. It's like the inverse of yesterday, pretty much. The Dow is ripping massively. Nasdaq, I mean, look at the thing. Just went up like parabolic. We'll end the stream here. Again, we got long pre-market. Setup was given. I'm just holding a runner for the rest of the day. This is kind of what profitable trading looks like. It's boring. It's not fun. It's not flipping around, looking for the next big move. It's finding high quality, in my case, failed breakdowns. I get in, I scale out again, and I hold a runner, and here we go. I haven't closed the position in full, but what I have realized in terms of profit so far is, let's see. I'm just gonna round up because I don't really want to do that. $2,800 plus whatever's floating, so maybe another 500, about 3,200, give or take. And then yesterday stream, you guys watched it. I was up 1,600. Anyway, in the stream here.